Okay, let's dive into something that, well, it might just change how you think about a word you've probably used 1,000 times in prayer. It's a word that's been hiding right in front of us, and believe it or not, the story starts with a song you definitely know. Yeah, you know this one, right? Maybe you've even sung it with your hands in the air. It's a powerful line. You are the Lord. That is your name. I mean, it sounds so certain, so definitive. It feels right, doesn't it? But what if that feeling is based on a misunderstanding? What if the whole idea of that lyric, the core of it, is just wrong? What if the word we all use as a name isn't a name at all? And that's it right there. The simple, kind of shocking truth is Lord is not a name, it's a title. Just a title, like Doctor or Mister. And once you get that, I'm telling you, you'll start to see it absolutely everywhere. I mean, think about it for a second. In a courtroom, what does a lawyer call the judge? My lord. A worshiper of the ancient god Baal? They'd call him lord. Back in the day, a wife might call her husband my lord. We're talking kings, landlords, even folks in the British Parliament. It's a generic title used all over the place. And you know what's wild? The Bible actually points this out itself. The Apostle Paul straight up says, look, there are plenty of gods and plenty of lords out there. So even he knew the term wasn't special or exclusive to the one true God. So that brings us to the big question, right? If Lord can mean a judge, a false god, a husband, a king, who exactly are you talking to when you pray? It's really vague. It's missing that one thing a name gives you, a specific, unmistakable identity. Okay, so if Lord is just a title, then what is the name? Well, it's these 4 Hebrew letters. This is what was actually written in the original scriptures. So these 4 letters, they have a fancy name, the tetragrammaton, which just means 4 letters. But what's important is what they represent, the personal, unique name of God. In English, we usually see it as either Jehovah or Yahweh. And let's be super clear, this isn't a title. This is his actual personal name. Now get ready for this, 7,000. Just let that number sink in for a second. 7,000. What on earth could that be? Well, this number is the whole reason we're talking about this today. It's huge. 7,000. That's roughly how many times God's personal name, Jehovah or Yahweh, was written in the original Hebrew scriptures. But then something happened. Over time, a tradition started, this fear of misusing the name. So scribes and translators started taking it out, and they replaced it with the title Lord, usually in all caps. And just like that, the most personal name in the entire Bible was basically erased, hidden away from pretty much everyone. Okay, to really get this, imagine this. What if nobody ever called you by your name? Like ever. For your whole life, people just called you human. Hey human, how's it going? It's completely impersonal, right? It strips away everything that makes you, you. Well, that's pretty much exactly what happened to God's name. And that's really the heart of it all. A name is personal. It creates a connection. A title, though, that keeps things formal, at a distance. Think about it. God gave us his name for a reason. He wanted us to know him personally, not just as some distant, all-powerful Lord, but as someone we can actually have a relationship with. So let's go back to that song lyric for a second. The original idea wasn't the Lord, that is your name. No, the original sense was Jehovah, that is your name. See the difference? One is kind of generic and confusing. The other is specific. It's powerful. There is zero doubt who you're talking about. It completely changes the meaning. So where do you go from here? Look, don't just take my word for any of this. If this has got you thinking, I seriously encourage you to dig in for yourself. First, just do a little research. Second, grab a few different Bible translations and compare them. And here's a pro tip. Read the introduction or preface. A lot of times, the translators will tell you exactly why they chose to use Lord instead of the name. You can absolutely see it all for yourself. And all of this really boils down to one final personal question. This isn't about what tradition says or what everyone else does. This is just for you. So here it is. Now that you know God's personal name, would you use it?